Shalom, everyone. I hope all is well and good. Ask yourself, do I take the time to think before I speak? I'll be reading from James chapter 1, verses 19 through 20, and I'll be reading from the NLT version. It says, "Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Human anger does not produce the righteousness God desires." Nowadays, it's very hard not to speak out of frustration, especially when people are always antagonizing you or questioning you, trying to get under your skin. But if we take a look throughout the Bible, we see examples of people being able to handle their emotions before they act. Look at David. He had rocks thrown at him, insults hurled, and yet he chose to show restraint instead of reacting out of emotion. A lot of us nowadays would have snapped long before he even got to that point. And even when Saul hunted him down, David refused to harm him when he had the opportunity. That's true patience and trusting in God's timing. If we take a look at Moses, he led a nation full of complaints, rebellion, and frustration. Yet he still interceded for the people and remained faithful throughout the whole encounter. Many managers today know how hard it is to deal with difficult people. But imagine how much restraint Moses needed to guide an entire nation through the wilderness for many years. And if we take a look at Jesus, he was falsely accused, mocked, and even beaten. Yet that didn't break him, and he kept going forward and accomplished the goal he sought out to do. Jesus' example shows exactly what it means to walk in the Spirit and not the flesh. If any of these examples stood out to you, take a second to ask yourself, can I improve? Can I be more like Moses, David, or walk more in the Spirit like Jesus? It's easy to get angry, whether it's in traffic, at work, or even when people disrespect us. But James reminds us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. I'm not saying it's wrong to get angry. Even Jesus showed anger, righteous anger. The key is to be mindful of that anger and take a moment to ask, how should I respond in a way that reflects good on the kingdom of God? We have to make sure we're operating in the Spirit, especially in public. If you're known as a man or woman of God and you're always snapping off, cursing, it damages your witness and your reputation and does more harm than good for the kingdom of God. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about pausing and thinking before reacting and letting the Spirit guide us and take charge. The world is quick to anger, but we're supposed to be different than the world. We're supposed to stand out. We're supposed to show patience, show humility, and show grace. Ask yourself, am I thinking before I'm speaking? What can I do to show a great example for the kingdom of God?